Dr. Hesketh Vanterpool accuses mercenaries of running clients away from Bougainvillea Clinic.
First Festival of the Arts to be hosted this weekend in honor of the late Dolores Christopher.
Truck driver involved in the fatal crash in police custody. Second major drug bust on Virgin Gorda in 2 weeks.
Javon Klein of the Rice Foundation joins us live in studio.
3-year-old Michael A. Charles is coming back home.
And today we are celebrating a very special birthday that of course, you don't want to miss.
Indeed.
It. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works. Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday, October 29th, 2019. I'm Ron Grant.
And I'm Javon Wilson.
Lots going on in
Lots
the
going
beautiful
on.
British Virgin Islands, man. You guys are keeping us busy. Topping our newscast today, speaking at a celebratory dinner held at Village Key Marina this past Saturday, October 26, 2019, to commemorate the 1-year anniversary of the Cardiac Catheterization Lab at Bougainvillea Clinic, owner of the Bougainvillea Clinic and veteran medical professional Dr. Hesketh Vanterpool accused mercenaries, as he called them, of trying to distract clients from his private hospital. Vanterpool issued a stern warning to not only those seemingly trying to sabotage his organization, but to members of the BVI government and community. Take a look.
The BVI is a small place, okay? And Bougainvillea Clinic has taken the leap to provide cardiac services to the BVI. And we have one cath lab that is functional in the British Virgin Islands right now. It is doing an excellent job. I will say this right now. The BVI does not need 2 cardiac cath labs. And there's a group of mercenaries. There's a group of mercenaries walking up and down through people's hospital and picking up cardiac patients, discouraging them from coming to Bougainvillea Cath Lab or to Bougainvillea Services and sending them to the United States, offering to save this country money. They have certainly not been saving any money, right? For a single phone call, they're charging exorbitant prices. The leader of this group is not even a medical practitioner, but walks up and down in people's hospital where I pay my taxes to maintain. And I believe it is wrong. I believe that the governments, politicians, various parties of this country should support what we are trying to do here rather than breaking it down. It is not an NDP thing, it's not a VIP thing. I've seen it over the years where people have been obstructionary to the local people who are developing the services and wanting to bring people from outside. I think it is wrong. I call upon the politicians, current and past. I call upon the people in the Ministry of Health, current and past, to try and recognize that, to allow the local people, to allow the court.
That was the voice of Dr. Hesketh Vanterpool.
Moving right along, the BVI will for the first time host the Dolores Christopher Festival of the Arts this Saturday at the Queen Elizabeth Park. The name, as it suggests, seeks to pay homage to the late Honorable Dolores Christopher, of course, who really championed the cause of culture in the British Virgin Islands. The festival, being held under the theme, The Evolution of BVI Culture, promises to showcase all the vibrant elements of BVI culture, including, but not limited to, an invocation, praise, and thanksgiving ceremony, of course, to kickstart the festivities, local games, paint and play, storytelling, and drumming for the children. At 10 a.m., a historical walking tour, entitled Old Main Street Walk. Of course, that will be done to revisit some of the structures that played a molding role, I would think,
Yeah,
Ron, in our
definitely.
history. Then we're heading back to the park for entertainment by the Fungi Bands, heritage dancers, pole plaiting, as well as a skit that shows our cultural journey from then to now. Now, we cannot forget the food, Ron.
Of course.
There will be a cook-off, and I know lots of persons are very excited about that, and as well as a pan-off, which I'm very
that is
interested to
gonna be
see
hot, yeah.
how it's going to play out. Basically, a competition between
Steel pan enthusiasts.
yes, absolutely. So that can be, well, I guess you can come out to see that at 5 p.m. Now, straight after that, we head into a cultural fashion show, and a great deal of open mic as well
Yes.
will be done at the event. And then we'll be closing down the evening with Fungi and Jazz in the park and a sip and paint competition.
I think I'll be
Now-
coming around for that one.
Right. So if you missed it earlier today, we caught up with the Minister of Culture, of course, who expressed his excitement about the project. Listening.
Well, Ron, I'm so excited to be having this event in honor of Dolores Christopher, who was a real passionate fighter of the people. And I believe that she would be proud to see us continue that legacy of promoting Virgin Islands culture and the arts. Because when I say Honorable Dolores Christopher was a Virgin Islander to the
Nationalist.
bone,
Yes.
to the bone, and she didn't compromise. She really believed in Virgin Islands culture, in promoting it, in recording it, in putting it on display, and that's really what we want to do on Saturday,
Okay.
in her honor.
Absolutely.
If you're yet to, of course, feel free to watch the full interview with the minister, of course, and my co-anchor here, Ron. That was done earlier today. The full interview is available on our page. Now, as a legislator and proud BV Islander, Honorable Christopher really advocated for the promotion and preservation of BVI culture, and her legacy, of course, is promised to live on through this effort, of course, being organized by the Association for the Promotion of Arts and Culture, which happens to be, Ron, the delegation of BV Islanders that went down to
To St.
Carafesta
Thomas.
in
Yes,
Trinidad
yeah.
and Tobago just recently. So the team inspired by the celebration of culture in Trinidad and the prospects of it, and how
About 18 of them,
impactful,
yeah.
right, it can be under the minister's leadership, conceptualized the event and is inviting you, the general public, to come out in your numbers this Saturday. So lots to look forward to. I know it's a
Indeed.
jam-packed day.
It's gonna be fun. I'm
One
excited.
of our very own, Nadia Vanterpool, is one of the organizers. She was there in Trinidad as well.
That is Nadia Turnbull. The
Nadia
lovely
Turnbull.
Nadia Turnbull.
So I'm very excited to see how the day will play out. And when you look at the list of events, I mean, it's
exciting.
jam-packed. And I like that the minister mentioned not only will this be a plus for local residents, but we thrive on the tourism industry. And just recently, like he said, you know, persons were rallying for more activities, more cultural activities. What separates us as a destination from the rest of the world? And that is our culture as a destination. So I'm really happy to see this event coming into play. Still ahead, truck driver involved in a fatal crash. The driver is in custody. Second drug bust in 2 weeks, in Virgin Gorda. And we're also sitting down with Javon Klein
Yes, yes.
of the Rise Foundation. He's live with us. That and a lot more when we return.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life.
We will live well.
The Mighty Sparrow.
Chocolate City, Tortola's BVI. I'm coming to you. You ready? November 16, 2019. It's Tico's 50th anniversary and celebrating Calypso. Hear me? A community Calypso fundraiser. I can't wait to see. It's going to be fantastico.
Viewers, welcome back. The male driver of the flatbed truck that was involved in last week's Duff Bottom scooter crash, which claimed the life of 20-year-old Ryan Adams, is in police custody. The male, who fled the scene of the accident and later returned and turned himself into police, is said to be assisting police with their investigations and has been charged with driving without a driver's license. Officials have not stated if he will be facing additional charges. Fleeing the scene of a crime, however, is also a chargeable offense by law. And additionally, the name and photo of the individual, we do have it in our newsroom. It will not be released, however, because it has not been officially released by the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force. Investigations are ongoing, and our newsroom will keep you abreast as additional information is received. Now on to another case. Our newsroom has been reliably informed by officials from the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force that another major drug bust has taken place on the sister island of Virgin Gorda, British Virgin Islands. 4 individuals are in police custody, believed to be 2 locals, one of which is a BVI government employee, and 2 Venezuelans. Officials confirmed the seizure included cocaine weighing some 200 to 300 kilos. The bust occurred late Sunday evening, October 27, 2019, and is the second to hit Virgin Gorda in 2 weeks, and was a joint operation involving the BVI, law enforcement, and the U.S. authorities. Again, investigations on that matter are also ongoing, and our newsroom will keep you posted. Up next is Jovan. She's on the other end, sitting with Jovan Klein of the Rise Foundation with a very special interview. Take it away, Jovan.
Isn't it funny? Javon sitting with Javon. Of course, viewers, as promised, we have here Mr. Javon Klein from the Rice Foundation.
Yes, ma'am.
I see recently the Rice Foundation has been doing a lot of great things in the community, of course, as projected. But just tell me a little bit, first of all, about the organization and from conceptualization to where it is now. Just walk us through that process.
Well, it's been some time, but I'll do my best. So the Rice Foundation really started off as an idea to put something in place to help the young people of the British Virgin Islands. It's a nonprofit organization, and it's all about youth development, We started back in 2014, as soon as before I left university, before I graduated. In 2014, I came down and we started a summer program called the Christian Music and Mentorship Summer Program.
Okay.
And we took in some kids. They got some piano lessons, some voice training, some life coaching. We provided lunch, and we did that for 3 years in a row.
Okay.
And we took 2 years off. And now, 3 years after the storm pushed things back. So now coming in December, we're going to relaunch. We did an art show last year on the spur of the moment because we wanted to, add to the rebirth of the island after the hurricane. So we did the Art from the Ashes art show.
Which was really good.
It was wonderful. It was great. So we did that. So we said because of the great response that we got from it, and we were actually able to give to the Autism Center from that event, we said that we're going to keep that as something that we're going to do every year. So this December, on December 21st,
yes,
we're going to be doing that art show again. We're going to be calling it A Wave of Art this time around.
Wow, so great things in the community. I recognize that, like you said, this is a youth-centered organization.
Yes.
But recently, we've been seeing your community outreach gearing towards teachers. Now, tell me, why are teachers so close to your heart and, of course, to the objectives of this organization?
So, quick correction. It's not teachers.
Okay.
We've been presenting to custodial workers.
Custodial workers.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
So, in how the foundation has developed, although we're still focused on youth development, we are now reaching out to people who help develop the youth.
Awesome.
And custodial workers are very important to the school environment. They're very important to the community. They keep our kids safe on a level that we don't usually consider, and they keep our school environment presentable. So we wanted to take some time to, honor them and, make sure that they know that they're important. So we've been going from school to school, every public school on the island of Tortola. Sorry, Sister Islands, we'll get you next time.
All right, like you said, we're going to go straight to the clip. Of course, one of the giveaways from one of your many generous efforts.
As to all the public schools, for all the public schools in the territory, each school has to pick one custodial worker who they want to recognize as a valued staff member. And Mrs. Galway and the administrative team has chosen you as the worker to recognize.
Eligieron a ti, Milagros, por ser reconocida, por tu trabajo fuerte, por ser muy dedicada.
We got the opportunity and we wanted to say another way of saying thank you again for what you do around here. It's well appreciated. We know sometimes you go up well above and beyond the call of duty to ensure that we are okay, we are clean, and safe. We chose you.
So, on behalf of the Rise Foundation and Gabrielle Dene, we are presenting you this basket of gifts and treats and a free copy of Gabrielle's last album, just for you. And I think that Gabrielle is actually going to sing.
Yeah, I want to sing something for you.
Oh, you
short. Unsung hero you are, humanity at its finest, its purest. Unsung hero you are, a beauty that is so boundless, so fearless, and with great joy we say we love you. With grateful hearts we say thanks for all that you have done out of the millions. You said I'd be the one. God bless you.
So many emotions just watching the video, and I know a small token, just feeling appreciated for your efforts. It just really goes a really long way.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and it's something that I think as a territory we need to take more time to appreciate those who serve, appreciate those who go out of their way and go above and beyond, doing the small things for us,
I agree with you. Now, this is a non-profit organization, and I'm sure it relies heavily on community efforts. So with that said, if someone was interested in not only being a part of the organization, but maybe wants to support, whether emotionally, financially, however they can, how can they do so?
Very easily. Get in contact with me, Jovan. I have no problem putting my phone number out there. 441-0255. Give me a call. Get me on Facebook. Even if you're on Instagram and you want to send me a message there, that's no problem. Jovan Klein. And let's build, let's develop.
That's it. The Rise Foundation viewers, of course, get in contact with them. They're doing great things on behalf of Switchboard Media. Thank you so much for all that you do, and as well as for joining us in studio.
All right.
Viewers, there's a lot more ahead. A big birthday celebration that you do not want to miss. And a 3-year-old baby is back and recovering. These and more when 284 News returns. When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
Viewers, welcome back. Jovan, that was a great interview with Jovan.
Yes.
And really good stuff at the Rise Foundation. We continue to wish him all the best. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this story is a little bit graphic. We have some graphic photos, so I'll warn you before I start the story, just to be aware. 3-year-old Michael A. Charles, who suffered second-degree burns in a kitchen accident at his family's Virgin Gorda home on Sunday, October 6, 2019, was airlifted to Trinidad and Tobago for treatment. His treatment has since completed, and we are happy to report that he is returning home this Saturday. Our source did confirm that he will not be returning to the same home where the fire took place. However, he may have to spend some time at the hospital here in the BVI. Now, Jovan, as sad as this story is, there's a really positive side to it. We've all heard the age-old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. Well,
Yes.
it still takes a village to raise a child. And we found out some really positive information. Where the dad works, the father of Michael, where he's employed, they have literally put their money where their mouth is. Not only is he returning home, but his family is returning home debt-free from all his medical bills in Trinidad. And they have been paid in full thanks to the generosity of Mr. Kenny Jones, General Manager of Necker Island and Mosquito Island, and Ms. Suda Smith of Unite BVI. Medical professionals have said that there is a 98% chance that baby Michael will not have any issues with infections moving forward, and for that we are most grateful. We continue to keep him in our thoughts and prayers along with his family for a healthy recovery, and again, much love and appreciation to the kind assistance of the folks from Necker Island and Unite BVI for assisting this family in their time of need. Family and friends, anyone with kids, are encouraged, if you have the time, to show up and show your love and support by meeting the family at the airport this Saturday at 2 p.m. with toys. Michael has shown much resilience and strength and continues to fight. Good story.
I really love this story because it
Yes,
just
indeed.
really shows how compassion goes a long way. I think incidents like these, no matter how careful we try to be, I think it can happen to anyone. I recall a story in Guyana, very similar nature, just around the same age, and unfortunately that child was not flown out in time. I mean, eventually she was, but it wasn't in time to save her life. And so it was very unfortunate, and this, like that situation, could have gone down that path. But we thank God for this child's life, and we also thank God for the persons who are able to step up and care and just look out for this child. So,
Most definitely.
and of course, speedy recovery.
Yes.
Speedy recovery to the child, and all the best to the family. Now, on the international scene, and before we go, we have to wish the internet a
happy
very
birthday,
special
internet.
birthday. 50
Listen,
years old
what would we
today.
do without the internet?
What would we
How
do?
would we manage?
Oh
Just-
my
I
God,
mean,
284 media would not even be a
I
thing.
can't even imagine. So, yeah, happy
But
birthday.
yes,
internet.
50 years ago in a research lab in UCLA, the world would completely change when one computer was able to send a message to another computer, birthing a level of communication and connection that's even hard to articulate now, even if anyone tried to. It began with an error message. Late on the evening of October 29, 1969, a student programmer, Charles Klein, he attempted to send some text from a computer at the University of California, Los Angeles, to another computer that was stationed at the Stanford Research Institute, more than 500 kilometers of the California coast. Now, that was in 1969. In 1973, it went international, connected, of course, via satellites, connecting via satellites to nodes to the Norwegian seismic. Now, Ron, it is fair to say that no one quite appreciated or I don't think even understood
the
what
magnitude
we
of
were
what was
getting
taking
into.
place.
At the time, Klein's supervisor, Leonard Kleinrock, said, "We knew we were creating an important technology that we expected would have been of use to a certain segment of the population, but we had no idea how truly momentous an event it was," he later said. Ever since, it has evolved in so many ways, and at age 50 has really redefined how the world works and plays by creating new types of professions and really revolutionizing communications through tools like email, blogging, Instagram, Facebook, you know, the whole works. So it's just really amazing. We're celebrating the internet's birthday today. The internet, as we know it, is a legend.
And through the passage of time, it's the evolution is very interesting as well.
Right, and it has gone through such an evolution through time too. And this is where we're at today.
Yeah.
This is where we're at today, 50 years later. What a revolution. Viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to like us on Facebook at 284 Media, as well as 284 BVI on Instagram, as well as Twitter. I'm Javon Wilson.
And I'm Ron Grant. We'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news. Have a beautiful evening, everybody.
Bye.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.